Today is the 21st of August 2013 and this is a family expedition to Scafell Pike in Cumbria. For three of us it will be the first time up England's highest mountain. The weather forecast is for a warm day, so we're taking plenty of drinks.
No singing. No singing, no.
We park at Seathwaite in Borrowdale. Roadside parking is free and not too busy today. One worry over. For us, staying in Windermere, it is just over an hour's drive. Guidebooks have told us that the route we have chosen is the finest of the four established approaches to Scafell Pike, so that's all good. There is a public convenience at the farm, but no shop. We would have loved an ice cream. 2 miles to Sty Head, which is to be our first milestone. Very quickly it becomes apparent that fewer layers are required. Adam has come to Cumbria not expecting to do any mountain walks, so does not have the best footwear. He will need to take extra care. The beck is the infant river Derwent. After just a fraction over 1 kilometre of flattish walking, we reach the historic Stockley Bridge. The 1540 construction was rebuilt after destructive floods in 1969. The path begins to rise, along with the temperature. For the elderly in the party, it is a testing time. For elderly, you can substitute cameraman. Well, we've been going about half an hour now. We're at about 800 feet. I'm just about managing to keep up. Mark, I don't know whether you can see Mark. Is he behind me? There he is, look. Mark's just behind me giving us
hello.
Thank you. So hopefully we'll keep you in touch and see you all again later. The waterfall is Taylor Gill Force, and very nice it is too. For the youngest, it is GCSE results day. He's waiting to get a text, but there is no signal out here. The path becomes stony up Sty Head Gill. Finding the easiest route adds to our walk. I thought this might be the path, but I don't think it is now I'm here. Navigating is easy on a fine day like today. The route is well trodden and the paths so far are clear. It would be very different in a mist. Ah, Sty Head Tarn. Don't forget your rucksack. Turn left at Sty Head. If you don't, you'll fetch up in Wasdale. We're going to follow the corridor route for most of the rest of our ascent. We get a couple of bars on our phone. A text comes in. Our student gets his results. At 15 he has taken stats and science a year early. 2 A's! Oh, great news! Champagne for tea tonight.
Well, we're impressed too. It's good news, isn't it, Al?
It looks a tad forbidding. Not quite so sunny now. Is the weather about to change? The guidebooks tell us to expect some mild scrambling, something to look forward to. Skew-gill is dry and presents no problem. Tough walking now. The cameraman looks a bit overheated and is not very coherent. Well, we're at about 1,800 feet now, which is... it's probably just over halfway. But the path's now very steep and I'm feeling quite warm. I don't know whether that's visible, but I'm doing my best to keep up with them. Hope those shoes are okay, Adam.
Smile. No. Oh.
This bit has no name on the OS map, just says forward. Tricky bit ahead. Take it slow. Still a long way to go. Easy place to go wrong coming the other way, hence the big arrow on the rock.
I've got a bag, camera. Oh, that's it. And video it. Yeah, you video it. You video it. Yeah. I'm stuck. Wait.
Greta Gill and more little fords to cross. These may be a different story after heavy rain. Another test for Adam's shoes. This little chap finds short legs no problem. Leaving the corridor route here to take a more direct path. Navigating is a big responsibility.
It takes you between the two. Yeah.
The path is very faint on the map. It is going to get a bit tricky soon. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Sorry for Granny. Hi, Granny.
Scree looms out of the cloud. A tough act for our first-timers. Actually, it's the so-called experienced walkers who are finding it hardest.
No, it's fine, don't worry. I'm quite protecting my time with him.
Odd place for a picnic.
So close.
Just that man walk across the road with the dog, so I'm wondering if it would actually...
We are. We've just come up. I can walk 3 paces.
Sunshine ahead and signs of life. We're saved! Aha! Just a few feet to go. Made it. To the top of the scree, anyway. Turn right for the top.
I'll go this
Now
way.
it's slightly exposed on the left. Keep right if, like me, you don't like heights. Don't worry if you need to use your hands. Safety first. Scafell Pike feels like a proper mountain. This route, anyway. The top is in sight. The summit is a metre higher than it used to be thanks to this massive cairn. 978 metres or 3,209 feet. Unbridled joy. A massive achievement. Where has everybody come from? Approaching from all directions. Squeeze up for a photo. Take one of the 3 of us. The old trig point is now below the summit. We're so lucky with the weather today. Warm and fairly clear. Clouds look spectacular. Lots of views to capture and sandwiches to eat. Sound like Enid Blyton. Party's over. Time to head down. We retrace our steps to the top of the scree and then head northwest towards Esk Hawes.
It's weird because it didn't look like a lot from where we got back up.
Although it is trodden by hundreds of people every week, the route over the rocky hillside is tough and hard to follow. En route we want to conquer 3 more peaks: Broad Crag, Ill Crag and Great End. This one is Broad Crag. A goal for some Lake District walkers is to visit the 214 summits described by Alfred Wainwright in his 7 famous pictorial guides. The summits are called Wainwrights, and today is a great chance to capture 2. Along with Scafell Pike, Great End is just a hop, skip and a jump from our path of descent. Broad Crag and Ill Crag are actually not true Wainwrights. This one is Ill Crag. Off to Great End without a cameraman. Poor fellow's had enough, it seems. More rocky ground and a gentle path to the wide open spaces of Esk Hawes. Fantastic views in all directions. At Esk Hawes we head down a gentle path towards Sprinkling Tarn. That's the tarn in the distance. Turn right and head down Ruddy Gill. The reddish rocks occur widely around here. Ahead, distant Borrowdale, Derwent Water and Castle Crag are spectacular. This section through Ruddygill to Grainsgill is about 1.5 miles long, drops steadily and seems to go on forever. Stockley Bridge and under a mile to the car. On our route we climbed a total of 3,139 feet and walked just over 10 miles. It took a total of 7 3/4 hours, including stops, totalling 2.5 hours. Our overall average speed was 1.3 miles per hour and our moving average was 2 miles an hour. I drank 4 litres of water and could have done with more. It was tough, but it was undoubtedly one of the best walks that I have ever had. Oh yes, and Adam's shoes lasted the trip fine.
Maybe it's just the freedom that I found, the given the possibility of living up to the dream in me, you know.